All right, I'm going to pee, get some water, get a shot.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Autopod Decepticast. This is your weekly podcast that delivers a minute-by-minute breakdown of the 1986 Transformers movie, and this is episode 82, and we are going to be kicking it off at the 1 hour, 21-minute mark and taking it all the way to the 1 hour, 22-minute mark. I'm your host, Aaron, and, here's a jam for a couple of fellas. We all try to do what these ladies tell us, but sometimes we get shot down because, well, we're a little overzealous. The key is playing hard to get because females get jealous and every dark tunnel has a light of hope, and I think we'd all agree there's no need to hang yourself with a celibate rope. Ladies and gentlemen, forget pickup artists, mostly because those people are awful, but also because our dating techniques aren't built around tricks and treachery. Our program consists of one simple technique focused on building you up, increasing your confidence, making you more open to risk, and all of that is really the key to success in life and romance. I'll share a couple success stories, courtesy of my APDC co-host here. Take Ryan. He's going to a movie. The movie costs $5, but he doesn't care about that shit. What he does care about is that just as the theater starts to get dark, he notices a fine woman sitting in the row. Ryan, how was she dressed?
Dressed in yellow.
That's correct. And, he's nonchalant about it like he just was here. He notices her. She notices him. She speaks, "Hello, come sit next to me, you fine fellow." And
I went over there without a second to lose.
and what did you do?
I busted a move.
That is the key. That is our system. Let's take one more scenario that Caleb was involved in recently here. You see, Caleb has a best friend named Harry, and he has a brother, Larry. And Larry calls Caleb up and is like, "Listen, I know this is really short notice, and I know you're actually much better friends with my brother, Harry, than you are with me. But listen, I'm getting married in 5 days, and I really, really want you to be the best man. And so I'm telling you this on a Tuesday. The wedding is Saturday. Can you do it?" And Caleb's like, "Neato." He buys a tuxedo. He shows up for the wedding. He's standing in line with the groomsmen, just letting his mind wander, but a gnat or something gets in his eye. He starts blinking. But a bridesmaid just happens to be looking at him, and she thinks he's winking, and she thinks he's kind of cute, so she winks back. And which makes...
How's he feeling?
He feels really great because she's a pretty lady. So he plays it cool. He waits for the reception, which is jumping, by the way. He sees her, his heart's thumping, and you know what she says to him? Do you know what she says? She says, "I want to dance to a different groove." And what does Caleb do? Caleb, what did you do?
I busted a move.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, bust a move, registered trademark, Autopod Decepticast is a tried, true, 100% guaranteed methodology. Boost your confidence. Earn the love and respect of romantic prospects. And unlike our competitors, you won't do it in a creepy or predatory way. That's the APDC promise.
I just realized that whole song is just falling ass backwards into pussy.
It really is. Basically, just be a bumbling boof. And
It's showing up's 90% of it. You know?
Yeah.
The woman makes the move in every
And let me tell you,
scenario.
that doesn't happen. I was thinking about Rapper's Delight the other day, because, I love story rap. And, I thought that song is weird in that the last verse is just about food.
Yeah,
It just takes a turn. I love story rap.
It is a thing I think I miss about rap in general.
I think I just like story songs, because that's why I like old country songs. I just like the story about a guy who's got no legs.
Okay.
I don't know if I gave you a proper intro. I mean, you're introduced.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Caleb. Bust a move.
Two men who found love, romance,
Yeah.
through the method.
Right.
Bust a move.
I did.
Quick note of reminder to anybody who's just picked up on the Autopod Decepticast, you should not listen to this episode. In fact, I'd recommend really any episode, but this and
Or don't
maybe
listen
the
to the
previous
podcast
one.
at all. Who cares?
We're closing out on this journey, and we're basically victory lapping through the credit sequence here, and we've been covering the movie minute by minute for over a year. So I'd recommend you go back to number 1 There may be even our Christmas
0?
episode, number 41. Or what the hell? Maybe you don't care about the animated parts of the movie and you only tuned in,
Absolutely.
for the credits, which is fine. But I think you're missing out. That is on you. Bit of news before we get into it.
Dateline, Transformers. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. The Autopod Decepticast has news. Let's go to press.
Of course, we've said this will be the last time we say we're going to be at TFCon 2018, Chicago.
Come watch us embarrass ourselves.
Doing what we're doing here, more or less, with our friend, the legendary Mike Cyber.
Absolutely.
And, as to the timing, we believe it's going to be on Sunday, but let's not worry about that. You're going to be there for the weekend. You'll be there Saturday and Sunday, surely.
Be there and be square.
TFCon USA 2018, October 26th through 28th, Crown Plaza, Chicago. Right over by that airport, baby.
That's right over by the airport. But I've been building a Chicago map, like in Google Maps, because I mapped out where the H.H. Holmes castle stood, murder castle stood, and where John Wayne Gacy's house is, which is not that far from our hotel, actually.
Oh, great.
And I've been looking for restaurants. Not a whole lot over by us.
Oh,
So-
no. You're not going to find...
If we have time, I'd love to jump on the train, and it's only an hour downtown on the train, and
Only an hour. Their I was on their transit website. Not good. Like their transit is
really?
not great.
I'd be better off Ubering down there and saving a half an hour.
It's about $30, I think, is what I looked up.
well, it's like $5 if we take the
Yeah.
I
train.
wonder if the hotel has a shuttle that'll take you down.
Maybe we Uber
I
down
doubt- I don't know.
and train back, or vice versa.
Uber down, train back.
You decide.
Last episode recap, we dove right into our first credit sequence, covering the rest of the voice actors. We talked about Wally Burr Recording Studios. We didn't talk as much about Vince DiCola as we did Ed Fruge?
Ed Fruge.
Ed Fruge.
Ed Fruge, which that was fascinating. We talked about Scotti Brothers. We talked about CBS Records. And we're kicking this minute off. This will be a powerful minute. The soundtrack song credits, which Caleb, I
That's me
believe, is
again.
handling
Okay.
for us here.
All right, so let's just jump right into it. Number of songs here. We've got Instruments of Destruction by NRG.
Yeah.
I know we've already talked about these groups a little bit, so I was just trying to find some ancillary information that might be interesting. I'm sad to say I did not find much on NRG, which not to say it's not out there, I just didn't find it. All I know is that drummer Lee Mangano formed something called Drum School in 1989, and it's a series of instructional videos on drumming.
Hey.
Might be able to put one of those up on the
Sure.
website. Then after that, we got, of course, Dare. Stan Bush performed it. Vince DiCola and Scott Shelley wrote it. We've got The Touch, Stan Bush, written by Stan Bush and Lenny Macaluso. I just know that The Touch, and I didn't know this, obviously everyone knows that The Touch was in Boogie Nights.
Yep.
And I was like, how did it end up in Boogie Nights? Well, actually,
Great question.
Paul Thomas Anderson made a film short in the late 80s, in 1988,
Of Boogie Nights?
called Dirk Diggler.
Oh, okay.
And so he took that and eventually remade it into a feature-length film. The Touch is in Dirk Diggler, 1988.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea.
I don't know how he discovered it for his short, but that's how it probably survived into Boogie Nights.
And
'cause-
Mark Wahlberg, who would be in a Transformers movie.
Yeah, that's an interesting coincidence. I've heard that Mark Wahlberg has made fun of The Touch. I don't want to vouch for any of that, but I've heard he's said it like it's a dumb song or something.
You're a dumb song.
Yeah, Mark. But anyway, however,
And Good Vibrations.
I don't know how much.
It's a classic.
I'm saying that.
It is a
I'm
classic,
saying
Mark.
that totally uninformed, and so
Okay, it's
do your
just
own.
maybe not true
look
at
into
all.
it. Yeah, sorry.
I like how as an expert on these songs, as we're presenting you're telling everybody.
Like, I think I
Go
heard
to your
this
own
one
work.
time.
Right. Spectre General, Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way.
Which is one of my
and
favorite
Hunger.
songs
Oh, so
on this
Now,
soundtrack.
Also known
That's-
as Kick-Axe,
Yep.
obviously.
Both awesome names.
Canadian band, Kick-Axe. We've talked about Kick-Axe, so I'd like to talk about their hometown of Regina, Saskatchewan. It's the 16th largest city in Canada, with a current population of 215,000 people. It's the capital of Saskatchewan. As described on Wikipedia, on its treeless flat plain, Regina has few topographical features other than a small spring runoff called Wascana Creek.
Oh Jesus! Is
So-
that the tourist
Yeah,
blurb?
that was the
so it's
top-
the
yeah.
Kansas of
Yeah.
Canada.
And in 1912, the Regina cyclone destroyed much of the town.
God.
And in the 1930s, the Regina riot, as it's known, brought further attention. And in the midst of the 1930s drought and the Great Depression, which hit the Canadian prairies particularly hard with their economic focus on dry land grain farming. And so somehow there was something in the 30s called the Regina Manifesto that was created to kind of...
Is
more
that
of a-
anything like the Regina monologues?
Ooh, I like that. Bravo. But they've in recent years, Saskatchewan's agricultural mineral resources have come into new demand, and it has entered a new period of strong economic growth. The same could be said about Kick-Axe. After a long hiatus, in 2003, rose from the ashes to record and release another album, and they are still touring today.
That sounds right from their self-created
yeah.
created Wikipedia page.
Yes.
Yeah, motherfuckers! You didn't think you were gonna get schooled on Regina, but you got it already.
So let's see what we got here. Dare to Be Stupid. Weird Al, he just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Absolutely.
And which he well deserved and way overdue. In his speech, Weird Al had one request: please don't pickaxe my star. I know it's all the rage these days, but that's not cool unless at some point in the future I do something unfathomably monstrous and evil, in which case, sure, okay, fine, go ahead.
I love it. We talked about this, but I was disappointed that when we saw Weird Al live, he did not play it in the conventional manner, and I was curious
I
why
like
he.
I like the twist on that. He took his popular songs and played them in a different form.
But I don't.
Yeah,
think
but
it
this
was
is
a popular.
This
song.
is an original song, and he played it in a different way.
Oh, it's a good
Right.
point.
Yeah,
Well,
this
whatever.
wasn't a parody.
I still liked what he did.
Or was a
It was
style parody,
fine.
not a.
I would have preferred the original, but then
It was good. I'm still happy
as
to hear
has
it.
been much announced on this show. I just want everything to sound like it does on the album.
Sure, like basically, it was amazing that Ryan even went out with us to see live music.
It's probably the only time that'll ever happen.
Yeah. Transformers theme performed by Lion, written by Ford Kinder and Bryant Norman Swan and Douglas Aldrich. Lion was an American rock band best known for the theme song from the 1986 animated movie Transformers.
Oh, this movie.
Yeah, we've already talked about all of this. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. Lion disbanded after Mark Edwards, the drummer for the band, suffered a broken neck after falling off a
remember
cliff
this.
while competing in a motorcycle race.
Good lord. Where should we put the motorcycle race? Oh, I don't know, right next to this big drop off. That'll
Yeah,
be cool.
so-
Pacific Coast Highway.
That's sad, but the other members went on to play with different groups. The guitarist Doug Aldrich is well known in the rock and metal. He's played with Dio and Whitesnake. And that is all for the music portion.
Caleb, thank you for covering that.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to go on to the initial production staff members. Mr. Ryan Jett.
I will take it. The production staff, for those who don't know, basically the production staff, they range the gamut from overseeing the budget, allocation of allocation of funds, staffing, logistics, just basically making sure shit runs smoothly. And so I did hear the executive in charge of production is Jim Graziano. And I think that's how that's pronounced. Holy shit. Graziano! Holy shit, this dude. Like, he did a ton of work, like Transformers, Dungeons & Dragons, My Little Pony, G.I. Joe the movie and episodes, Jim, Dino Riders, Muppet Babies, and the 90s X-Men, which was fucking awesome. And so in researching all these people, like, who've done all this work, I'm like, I wish I could reset my life. Just to, maybe I'd make better decisions. Like, so I don't have...
You still will illustrate the...
Oh yeah,
you will still illustrate the Friedman.
The Friedman draft.
You've got that's your destiny.
Absolute this guy Graziano's earliest credit is in 1978, and there's an abrupt stop on IMDb in 1996. Although I did find a credit of his in 1999 on staffmeup.com, which sounds like Tinder for people who want to get like pegged. Sorry, I was really.
You really wish that we had laughed hard at that.
I do. I wish I'd gotten some.
I get it. Staff me up. I'm very good.
Fuckers. And in that one, he was the producer for Night of the Headless Horseman on Fox, which is a TV movie with disgusting CGI. Like, have you guys seen the movie Food Fight?
No.
Well, there's a Nostalgia Critic episode about how for a decade that movie was trying to be made, and it has the worst CGI, and it's fucking disgusting. Anyway, is he dead? I don't know. Couldn't figure out anything past 1996. So moving on to the senior manager of production, Carol Weitzman.
Have you got something for literally every name on
Nope.
the screen? Okay, good.
Just these two.
All right.
Okay, good.
All right. Sorry, from the top.
So senior manager of production, Carol Weitzman, who I think is a woman. I don't know. It's spelled with an E at the end. Like, I don't know. Carol O'Connor is a guy, so I'm not sure. Senior VP at Sunbow Productions. And she started in 1980 and worked at Sunbow until 2001.
Wow. That's a
And-
serious tenure.
Oh, yeah. And her next one, she currently works at 4Kids Productions. Started in March 2002 and works there to now.
Good for her.
Yeah. Although I will say, for 4Kids Productions, every link I found to this company was really weird and suspect. Like when I clicked into it, it seemed like I was going to download a bunch of viruses.
Well, I would be really hesitant to search for 4Kids online anyway.
It's true. Well, it's the number 4. And then right next to kids. So it's 4 kids.
Either way.
I mean,
yeah.
it's ladies and gentlemen, don't search for kids online.
No, please don't.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say really quickly, there is an interesting YouTube video out there that shows, for some reason, and I'm glad they did, someone put together in chronological order every single Sunbow production logo ever.
They do that
made.
for a lot of things. I love watching
And
those.
it's fascinating.
Yeah, they're great.
So anyway, go ahead.
This is just, again, starting with the stuff where it's like all these people overlap. It's a very small world. She worked on...
Rocky IV.
No. But she worked on Glow Friends, Inhumanoids, Jojo the Movie, My Little Pony, Transformers, Jim, and The Tick. And it just kind of... It just fascinated me how, like, over and over as we get deeper into this, all these people connect through a bunch of different projects.
Gosh, even the
LinkedIn
LinkedIn profile of Carol Weissman is
Minimal.
gender unspecific.
Yeah.
Senior executive with extensive animation production and co-production experience, proven track record of smoothly balancing creative integrity with PL responsibility. She got that P&L, baby.
Or he.
Or a global player who's effective at formulating solutions and negotiating co-production contracts, etc., etc., etc.
Go down there. Actually, does anybody say working with Carol is great?
I mean, we don't have to gender people, I guess, but it was just weird, so I could use
Hasn't
pronouns.
received any, but gives lots of. She gives recommendations, or he. She managed Richard Cronenberg, an Emmy-winning video editor, personally. And at least go ahead.
So, go down and click on 4Kids Productions, and it's just
There's a mention of the Transformers series I just saw in there.
That website, if you try to click on it, it's really fucking strange.
Security check. I'm human.
See?
All right, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, exactly. It looks real sus.
Good.
I felt like that was a pretty good high overview.
Hit
of
the
production
hit the
staff.
senior people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And a lot of these, on some of the smaller ones, you just can't find much about them, really. And also, I found that a lot of, especially the Asian names, are
There's 100 of people.
oh yeah, it's I have no idea which one of these people it is.
Yeah.
So I have the privilege of covering original concept design by none other. We've spoken of him before, Floro
Ad nauseam.
Dairy. And in advance, I'd just like to thank the TF Wiki page because it definitely helps in going down these rabbit holes. And I wish I knew how and who to credit. Although I can tell that Transformers superhero Chris McFeely, who has been involved with the brand for a long time, doing a lot of stuff, and I think he plays a big role on the TF Wiki site. He's all over the discussion tab. So you get a little credit, buddy. We have spoken at some length on Floro Dairy, his influence on the visual aesthetic of Transformers. He is known to have simplified many of the original animation models that were originally designed by Shohei Kohara at the start of the series. I think specifically they were designed for the commercials on television, but really Floro Dairy and his team owned character models after that. However, there's a bit more to the story of his credit as original concept design here, because, like I said, Shohei Kohara worked the television commercial designs. They were simplified by Floro for the series, along with designs for the rest of the first-year cast. And at that point in time, the first year, they used the toys package art as reference. And in a lot of cases, it wasn't even package art. It was like rough sketches of the package art, or rough sketches of even the toy design. And so that's why there things like Hound has this really outrageous squatty pistol on the television show. It was really like a misforeshortened version of what he saw in the package design.
I mean, you can see it also in the comics where like the first couple of issues, it's toy art, but they also weren't finished with the final design, so it's why it's so wildly different.
It took a while for them to catch up with the animation models. So in the first season, they used the package art as reference. In the second season, that's when they actually, instead of using package art, that's when they actually got to use the toy themselves as the models. And so the characters began to more closely resemble the figures than they did on the season 1 designed characters. So for the new characters in the movie, Floro actually designed those characters himself from scratch, and the toys were actually based on his work. And so that is where the title or the credit of original concept design comes from.
Which is why they look so much better.
So because
the toys,
they came from him, and or more close to the screen, I guess. But they came from him and then were translated into toys. He talks about loving Hot Rod and Gnaw the most. He hates Wheelie. There's some very interesting and compelling rumors, and I think we've touched on this, of his alleged behavior on message boards. Supposedly working undercover on Transformers message boards, using pseudonyms to exaggerate his contribution to the brand and or confront anyone who might question his claims of what he's done for the brand. And hey, Floro, we're down with your amazing work. I've seen these drawings. We think you're great in our book.
Well, and again, with so many successful people, like a lot of them are just psychopathic assholes, because you have to be a real like asshole type A personality to really succeed in a lot of things. Right. And I feel like he's one of those.
Personally notable. So Mr. Dairy is Filipino. My wife is Filipino. So I was very excited to tell her, as all cultures do, Filipinos seem to have an inordinate amount of passion and pride when one of their own kind of makes good, particularly from a global pop cultural sensibility. That's
why we watch Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
I was going to say that's why none of us have any interest in boxing, but we watch the Manny Pacquiao fight.
Well, no, exactly. I was going to say, so, I feel like all Filipinos inherently know everything about any Filipino celebrity or part Filipino celebrity. So Vanessa Hudgens, check. Manny Pacquiao was a big one. That guy from the Black Eyed Peas.
That guy!
Don't even get me started on Bruno Mars. So when I told her that somebody from the Pearl of the Orient Seas was one of the major contributors to this thing that I love second only to her.
Fuck the kids.
She was like, meh.
She didn't care?
She didn't care.
Oh, God. Actually, a lot of Filipino people worked on this movie. Yeah. And it's because Toei...
don't get ahead of things.
I don't want to get ahead. I'm just saying Toei outsourced a lot of stuff to the Philippines.
Wow.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to bring it to it.
Welcome to the conversation, Philippines. Happy to have you here. So I don't even know how to transition.
I don't know.
That takes me to my next section here of character and background design. So with the kickoff of Fluoro, the rest of the art department, starting with, I'm assuming 11 men here, who were part of his team of character and background design. I think the title says it all. These guys literally help design the characters and the backgrounds, which doesn't necessarily mean that we see their work on screen. Rather, they were kind of the more strategic planners.
Sure.
Like the sketch artists that set up the vision.
I will say
what
the
would be on
backgrounds in
screen.
this movie are amazing. Like,
Yeah,
I
they're
love
great.
the paintings, and I don't know that necessarily that's what they did, but like they set up what was going to be the backgrounds, and like the animation is scattershot, but I think like all the backgrounds are really good.
Yeah. No, I agree. And much better than they were on the television program as well. But yeah, I think like a lot of the sketch. I mean, you find a lot of Floro Dairy sketch art out there of like scenes and backgrounds and things, and I assume that's basically what it was, and it ultimately got translated in cell form. But most of them, I'm not going to go through the names, but most of them were in the art and animation department for all of the Transformers series, and all of them have a long list of work and series of their name. Many worked on G.I. Joe, Visionaries, your favorite Dino Riders.
Your favorite.
I should say Ryan's favorite Dino Riders. RoboCop, various Marvel properties, and at least one, I'm not going to say who, has a credit on the art department of the Oscar-snubbed film, Dude, Where's My Car?
Are you not going to say who because you don't know?
Well, I didn't write it down.
I think it might be Romeo Francisco.
Why do you think that?
I think I ran across Dude, Where's My Car in some of the IMDb, and I don't know why I think that's pure speculation. This
that's
episode
right.
should be called Pure Speculation because we're all like, I don't know if that happened.
Do it to the tune of pure imagination. Ryan.
Yes.
We're going to close this minute out with storyboard artists.
Okay.
Close us out.
Let's do it. Close it out and close it up. Up top for our listeners, I stumbled across a site which I think has every Transformers the movie storyboard, and that is tfraw.blogspot. Don't Google Blogspot. That is something completely different.
Don't Google TF Raw.
tfraw.blogspot.com. Whatever. I'll post a link.
Don't do it.
tfraw.blogspot.com.
It does.
I
I might have just been jerking off. I can't remember. Another weird thing is that a lot of these, the artist crew seem to use pseudonyms or like other names. And I'm like, I don't know if they're committing crimes or that's just common where you work on movies and use a different name. And up top, I want to also apologize to our Asian listeners because I'm sure I'm going to fuck up some of these names. I'm not a linguist. I will be someday, but not today. So, going, here we go. I actually basically just did like some short, like, here's what they worked on, here's maybe an interesting fact about them. Del Barras, the first credit is with the Transformers series, also worked on G.I. Joe, Captain Planet, X-Men, and is currently still working as a storyboard artist. That's not an interesting fact. He wasn't that interesting. Peter Chung, he worked on the Transformers series, and the original Aeon Flux for Liquid TV, which Aaron and I at
used to
least
love
enjoyed.
that.
I don't know.
I liked it. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Caleb liked it too, everybody.
Lots of lots of Rugrats work, and also was the animation supervisor for Cops.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's right, fighting that crime, and that's
Fighting
future
crime
time.
today, which is more in the future than
Yeah,
yesterday.
we realize
That's right.
we realize you're watching this in the past.
So fuck you. He was also the production assistant on Last Man Standing with that Bruce Willis movie, which was a remake of
Fistful of Dollars,
Akira Kurosawa's Yojimbo.
which was remade by as a Fistful of Dollars.
I believe that is an inspiration. This was a direct remake.
Anyway,
but all right. So we go on to Jim Gomez, who is credited as James Gomez. This guy did a lot of cool shit. He-Man, She-Ra, G.I. Joe, Tiny Toons, Ren and Stimpy. I noticed he was married to someone that had their own IMDb page, Louis Garneau, since 1985, and I kind of hoped that it was Transformers that brought them together, but nah, it was just his husband had acted a little bit, and that's it. So, nah.
All right.
It could have been better, but I just that was fun. Ernie,
I would have liked it better if Rocky V brought them together.
the worst of all, the worst meet cute ever, Rocky V, who nobody likes. Ernie Guanlao G.I. Joe
Guan Lao.
Guan Lao. He is a
Guan Lao.
Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, X-Men, and Kim Possible. He's a Libra. Su Young Jong. He was mainly directed something called Space Transformer.
Su Young Chung.
Yeah, that's what I said, I think. And then also did 25 episodes of a TV series in 1996 called Jesus, A Kingdom Without Frontiers, which just made, like, I looked it up and I was like, it just made me think of the Squidbillies. Every time I see a picture of Jesus, I just think, hey, thank you, White Jesus. I don't know, I guess you guys watched that show. David Shin, he has the smallest number of credits so far. He did some Batman Beyond, some Superman. Couldn't find anything else because David Shin is like the Asian version of like John Smith. Sang Il Sim. This guy had two fascinating credits. One is a current show on Adult Swim called Mike Tyson Mysteries, which is a macabre comedy. Retired boxing champion Mike Tyson, his brainy adopted Asian American daughter, a friendly but wimpy gay gentleman ghost, and a cursed, perverse, mean-spirited talking pigeon solve weird mysteries together.
Sounds like the ghost of the iconic moment would fit right into that.
Absolutely. Yeah. He also is credited as a food and food stylist on a bunch of stuff. So,
as far as I know, the Ghost of the Iconic Moment is cisgendered and straight.
Absolutely.
But I don't know, honestly, anything really about that guy. I mean,
do we really know anything at all about him?
I don't think so. He's mysterious.
Yeah.
And lastly, we have Romeo Tanghal, which is, I'm sure, not how that is pronounced. Did Transformers Jim, G.I. Joe, the series and the movie, and there's a gap of like 10 years where he comes back to do one episode of Extreme Dinosaurs. And I just did, after a cursory Google result, I figured out, oh, he's an award-winning Filipino comic book artist who worked on Batman and Teen Titans.
That is pronounced Romeo Tanghal.
Yeah, I know. I was being funny.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Or just an asshole.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
Yep. Are you listening, Romeo? I'm done.
Yes.
Just screaming.
Well, that brings us to the end of this minute, everybody.
Next time on the Autobot Decepticast.
We're going to talk animation, we're going to talk editing, we're going to talk story consulting, we're going to talk the art of sound recording with our main man, Mike Seibert of Mike Seibert Radio. So
Clip clop.
look forward to that next week, and look forward to TFCon Chicago, where we're going to be. While you're listening to this,
we're going to be doing that.
In the elevator.
oh, you remember what's going on there.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And but if you haven't bought your tickets yet and you'd like to do something that day, go ahead and go to that, October 26th through 28th. And aside from that, we'll continue to be on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and TuneIn.
And go to our shop, which is definitely operating by now.
Yeah.
You can find us at APODcast in all of those various social media platforms. And of course, we'll be loading up the web presence at autopoddecepticast.com with lots of little nooks and crannies of information.
Just like,
Right?
yeah, absolutely. There's going to be, these episodes have a lot of connectivity where there's going to be some fun stuff on the website.
It's just going to be a lot of Rocky shit.
It's all, I just put the whole movie Rocky up just over and over. Rocky 5, specifically.
Rocky 5, yes. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.
Bye. Do you think anybody's listening to these episodes?
Yeah.
Sure they are. I think they are.
Sure. And they had sorority babes with the slime ball Bolorama on there.
I don't know why you think I would know that
It
somehow.
was on Up All Night a couple of times. I thought you might have caught it.
I don't remember any Up All Night movies except
What
for
about
that.
the one with the big fat sheriff with a big black beard?
That was, I do remember that
No,
joke.
it was-
I remember that joke by Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, it was Sheriff Big Fat Slob with a big black beard. That's also the only thing I remember. I can't remember what movie that was.
I also remember the movie where the kid shrunk down and ended up in a vagina.
Yes, he shrunk down and he was on a bicycle seat and got inside a girl's underwear and she gave her an orgasm in
And
class.
He was getting all wet and he was getting splashed
And
on.
he got doused in liquid, yeah.
was
And like
so
there was her
stupid.
pubic hair were like big tree trunks, kind of like Unicron's hand.
Yeah, the way it's discussed in the your version, your script.
Yeah.
Okay, we now have a social sharing logo.
Brussels, where we sell good.